Welcome to Tater Time Football, where we talk about everything around football. Here's your host, Tater Tot. Hey guys, welcome to Tater Time Football. This is week 6. We got a lot going on. Had some really big games this week. I'm gonna say a lot of, heart-wrenching games, even for some teams that we all know. Now let's get into these top 25 picks and whatnot. Not top 25 picks, top 25 ranked teams. And now you got number 1, Ohio State. Number 2, Oregon. Number 3, Miami. Number 4, Ole Miss. Number 5, Oklahoma. Number 6, Texas A&M. Number 7, Penn State. Number 8, Indiana. Number 9, Texas. They moved up one spot. 10, Alabama moved up 7 spots after that win over Georgia. Texas A&M, number 11, Georgia, number 12 after the loss to Alabama. Number 13, LSU after losing their first game of the season against Ole Miss. Number 14, Iowa State. Number 15, Tennessee, and I'll let Cole take over now.
All right, number 16, we have Vanderbilt. 17, Georgia Tech. Number 18, Florida State. 19, Missouri. Michigan at number 20. Notre Dame at 21. Illinois at 22. 23 is BYU. Number 24 is Virginia. And then rounding out top 25 is Arizona State.
Do you have any questions about those rankings before we get on to the picks?
Not necessarily.
For once, they seem a little reasonable. So, this is the first week I've seen that actually makes sense. But, I think, the way I've been looking at it is no matter what rank you are in the top 25, you can still go to the playoff. Considering last year of any of that, they pick what do you look like, how did you play, how did you battle adversity, how did you did you improve, or so on and so forth. There's a lot of factors that factor you into the playoff. So I really feel that this is anybody's chance to be in the playoff. So now we'll get into these picks real quick. Give me one moment. All right. Our first game is going to be Kentucky at number 12, Georgia at 11 a.m.
Georgia, after coming off a loss to Alabama in a very close, nail-biting game, they probably will wipe the floor with Kentucky, honestly. Kentucky's 2-2, but they're also not the team they kind of were last year. They had a pretty good defense last year, and now kind of lacking, but we'll see what it is, but I think Georgia handles them.
Yeah. So I'm going to go Georgia here because watching them go up against Alabama, and it was a shootout between those two teams. Give Georgia credit. They look good too, just as much as Alabama did in that game. So I'm going to go Georgia here. They finished strong against Alabama even though they lost. But let's go number 14, Iowa State at Cincinnati.
I'm going to go with Cincinnati on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick the Bearcats upset Iowa State.
Yes. I'm going to go Iowa State.
Okay.
I think they really have a decent team. They may not be great, but they still have a caliber team really all teams do nowadays. Have talent everywhere. You never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates, man. So I'm gonna go with them. Now you have Air Force and Navy. I'm gonna go the Air Force.
Yeah, I think the Air Force should be able to handle these people, man.
They go
Take
put
those sailors down. Sink that boat.
sink their battleship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got Army at UAB.
I'm gonna give it to UAB.
I'm gonna
I
go
think UAB
UAB
is
here
pretty
too.
good.
I'm gonna go with my heart. It's saying UAB. My sister Casey graduated from there, like years ago. She greatly missed, but she loved UAB. Like that was her school. I got number 7 Penn State at UCLA.
I guess I'll give your Nittany Lions this one. They're kind of favored pretty high. So.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Penn State. I know they didn't have really a I was after watching the Alabama game and heart wrenching game. I went over and I was told heard somebody whispering over here that was talking about he didn't want me to know about what happened. So I went and I looked and I flipped it over and they had lost and I'm like, well, they couldn't get it done. Leave it to Penn State to go and screw it all up, but at least they're trying. Like I give them credit. Like they're at least trying, and it was a pretty tough game, man, watching them two play. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna go Penn State here. Let's go Nittany Lions. Now you got number 9 Texas and Florida, or at Florida, unranked Florida.
Oh yeah,
I definitely give it to Texas myself.
Honestly, they only favor Texas by 6.5.
Well,
but I guess a 1 and 3.
Swamp.
I mean, still, but Florida's been beat down.
Yeah, I know.
They might have had a close game with LSU. They probably should have won, but I thought they were better than that, and then they went and proved me wrong.
Yeah.
Texas. Yeah, I give it to the Longhorns.
Okay. I say the eyes of Texas are upon you, Florida. I'm sorry. So now the game that Alabama lost last year. We're gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. Number 16 Vanderbilt at Alabama, though. Let's bring it back to our house. not Vandy. Okay, let's go.
Honestly, Alabama should be able to handle Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm.
The offense, if it plays anything like it did in Georgia, especially during the first half, they're going to be clicking. Mm-hmm. Now, our defense has gotten better. We're more of a better pass defense this year. So, and that's kind of what Vanderbilt is running on, is their quarterback. Dude's fantastic. Can't lie. Dude can run, good. Dude can throw. So, I think the throwing part, we might be able to take that down a little bit. Now, of course, you will have those little breakaways. That's going to happen. But now, can we contain his run, and maybe if they have a run? We'll see.
Yeah.
I think Bama, I favor them.
I'm going to favor Alabama here, but there again, you also have to look at last year. Alabama played Georgia the week prior and had a really close game that week and then lost to Vanderbilt. So, what I've been trying to tell people is quit overlooking teams. For the love of all that is goodness gracious. Quit overlooking Vanderbilt. Don't even overlook Kent State. Don't overlook anybody that is unranked because you don't know how far unranked the people are. So get your head out of the grass and, understand, what's going on. You have to look at when someone falls out of the top 25, where are they actually ranked in the 100 and some odd teams that we have in the freaking country? Okay? That's what I've started to realize, and people need to also understand. It's they could very well beat Alabama. Again, it's just they need to contain the quarterback. If they can't, we will lose against Vanderbilt. But I'm going to go with the Tide here. Now you got Kent State at Oklahoma, number 5. At 3.
Good God. Favored by 45. Yeah, I think I'm going to give this one to Oklahoma.
I'm going to go with Oklahoma, too, myself. So, now you got Texas Tech, number 11. They moving on up. They're right behind Alabama. They're just as good. Mm-hmm. They moving up themselves against Houston. But it's at Houston. It's going to be a really good game.
I'm going with the upset. I think Houston pulls it off.
I'm going to go Texas Tech.
All right.
I think they have a team and they have personnel. They have all types of things that help them be successful, but they have to keep it up. If they don't, they could very well lose this game. But I just kind of give them a little bit of faith and see how they do this week. Now, if they lose, I might lose a little bit of faith in them. Now, you got Minnesota at number 1, Ohio State. This should be a fairly easy game, and it's going to be a night game. It's 6:30.
Yeah, number 1 team in the nation should handle their own business in there.
Ohio State, let's go. Now you got number 3, Miami, at Florida State.
I think Miami comes in and beats up on Florida State a little bit more. I don't think they bounce back as good. I was trying to tell people, but we'll get into it afterwards. Anyways, I think Miami comes there and beats Florida State, and I think Florida State goes back to being unranked.
True. I will actually admit
That's what
this.
I think.
Is Florida State does have to prove to me that I've said I thought
Florida State man, they're so good this year. People don't understand.
No, it's just I really think that if you put a team, the team that they beat in week 1, okay? I'm not going to say no names, but you already know who it is, okay? The team that they beat in week 1, there was a lot of personnel missing from the team. Like, Tim Keenan wasn't really existent in that game. And we finally got that back against Georgia, so I really think that helped us. So I think if you put Alabama and Florida State against each other, Florida State would get their butt whooped. Okay? And someone brought it to my attention, if you put Florida State and Bama together, on a neutral site 5 times, 4 out of those 5, Alabama's going to mop the floor with Florida State. That's simple. No and if or buts about it. So, and Miami, I'm sorry, they're back. Because I remember, back in the day, they were pretty good. I think this is their time to try and prove that they belong back in the running to be a national championship team. I'm not saying they will be, but they really have in the past years have been kind of sold short. Last year they were on a really good track, and then they just fell. It was just like instant whoop, yawn. But I believe that they can do this. And now you got Mississippi State at number 6, Texas A&M. Who does Auburn play this week?
They play.
Because I do want to mention them.
They might have a bye. No. I'm wrong. Auburn plays.
But I'll pick A&M and kind of talk a little bit on this.
Yeah, Auburn has a bye week this week.
Okay, cool. Because I don't want to leave them out because I got some coworkers and everybody that they like Auburn, so I don't want to be.
Tell them to get back in the top 25.
Okay, well I know that, man. I still like to mention them because they're in the state. Okay, we're part of Alabama, so yeah, you know what I mean. So Mississippi State at number 6, A&M.
Call me crazy.
Call me crazy.
But I'm gonna go with the Bulldogs this one. I think maybe, just maybe, they upset Texas A&M. As they almost upset Tennessee. They probably should have. But some things happen for a reason, I guess.
But it was also in the cowbells. Does it all. It's like it's even louder with the cowbells. It's like that's the most annoying thing in the world, but that's how they win games. Like they make some noise in that place. Tater, like AJ used to go up there, and there was one time though. There's the most humble fans, man. Like he was an Alabama fan, and he was doing his little recording for school. And this guy looked over. He's like, "Man," he's like, "You want to come over and cook out with us?" Like they were cooking out, and he's like, "You want to come eat with us?" And he goes, "Oh heck yeah, man!" Like he really loved it there. So I'm gonna go Mississippi State, but I know they're not playing at home. But there again, if they can try and upset Tennessee, they can try and upset Texas A&M. So that's the curveball this week. Now that that's all over with, let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay.
Okay. One thing I want to say is all the people, and I'm talking about Alabama fans right now. I'm going to start calling out Alabama fans first. Why do we have so many self-centered Alabama fans right now? Like, whenever Alabama lost to Florida State, everybody jumped on the boat that they were done. And now everybody's like, kissing the ground that they walked on. It's like, that's not a real fan, It's not. It's like you're not really a fan. Take your Crimson Tide glasses off like other people have told me to do. And I'm trying to do a little bit better myself, okay? Like, I know I'm not perfect, and I know I talk a lot about Alabama, but it's like, I at least have a little bit of common sense about what's going on in the world. Like, there's other teams out there beside the Tide, okay? There's Auburn. They have a good defense. Let's start calling out teams like that. Like, Auburn's got a good defense, but their offenses need some work, okay? Let's start calling out, like, let me see. Let me go through here. Let's go to Texas, okay? Texas quarterback, I'm sorry, he's trash, okay? Like he's not what he was cracked up to be. It's like everybody talked about how great Manning was going to be. He's not like his uncle. He's not like his daddy. He's not like any of the guys that came before him. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go. I'm sorry. I'm going to start digging into people. I'm sorry. Okay, LSU, you're lucky, okay? You're not in my talk. Okay.
Thank God. He steered clear of the pig wrath.
Really, I think that's it right now. But the point is, though, someone told me that I would be like a really good, like, motivational, like, speaker to, players and stuff. And the way I'm looking at it is like, people were talking about Alabama and Kalen DeBoer, and this is the reason why I'm pulling Alabama out of it, is people have critiqued Kalen DeBoer so much that I get he's not Nick Saban. I get this. But he's also a different kind of coach. He's not going to be Nick Saban. He's not going to jump on these guys. Whether you like it or not, he's not going to jump on them. It's like, but what I really respect about the man is he actually will talk to them respectfully and still get his point across. It's like he doesn't bite their head off. And I love Nick Saban because he's one of the greatest coaches. But in this day and age, guys don't like being talked to like that. You got to know how to talk to people and respect folks. It's like when you're getting cussed at, most of the time it's really hard to, really listen to that person because you're like, well, if I talk to him, I'm going to get my head bit off, You get what I mean? So, like, for instance, a guy does something wrong, you have to discipline him. It's like having kids. Like, I have a kid of my own. It's not easy to discipline them, but you got to do it. It's like you may not have to hit them. You may not have to pop, like, anything like that. But you have to steer them in the right direction if you want them to do what you need them to do. If you want them to treat people right. If you want, like, and same thing with the whole rat poison thing. It's true for every freaking team in all of college football. Rat poison is the one thing that can ruin a team or build a team up. Okay? And what I see a lot of is it tears teams down because these guys worry about what he said, she said, and it don't matter what they say. It's like, what do you say? What do you put on the field? What do you want to do to be successful? What do you want to do? It's like, are you gonna let them talk trash to you and let them get in your head and you lose the game? That's the point that Nick Saban always tried to tell people. And same thing with Kalen DeBoer. He's learning. Okay, it's gonna take him time to learn. And it's like if he loses 2 or 3 games this season, it's like if you're a fan or you say you're a fan and you jump off the boat because he goes with 3 losses this year, you're not a true fan. Same thing if you were an Auburn fan. If you don't see them jumping off the boat, you don't see, you may
Their
see
boat's underwater all the time.
Okay, well, you know what I mean. Okay, you didn't have to be that, but you get what I'm saying. It's just I see football a little bit differently. It's like we should all make it fun and not get so upset about it. There's people that die over freaking football games. It's sad. It's a sad world that we live in, but it's like you have to understand that these are just kids, and you have to steer them in the right direction. It's like if you don't steer them in the right direction, they're going to be in jail. They're going to be here. They're going to be there. It's like you have to hold them accountable for when they do wrong. Same thing with Tim Keenan on the team. I'm really glad, we have people in football like Tim Keenan that actually, hold people accountable. And that's what all teams need to do, is hold your teammate accountable for their actions. When they do something wrong, let's go to Georgia. And this was how Georgia lost the game, okay? This was the game, turning point of the whole game was a kid jumps on top of a pile of guys. They could have called targeting on it. They could have, because it was helmet to helmet, and I'm sorry, he would have been ejected. Because it would have been targeting, whether he wanted to admit it or not. But, that's a problem. But, now he didn't go in there and, punch somebody. And, you'd really be sat down. But he made a mental error. There's guys out there that make mental errors, but you have to hold them accountable for what they do wrong. And do you have anything else to say, Cole? I'm done ranting.
Okay, make sure my watch is still working.
We're at 22 minutes. It's okay.
He took up about 15 of it.
No, actually, I took about 5 minutes. It was 5
Anyways,
minutes.
I'm gonna go through real quick, so I don't waste anybody's time. They can get off their lives. Florida State. I told people I didn't think they were that good. I thought they had a fluke win against Alabama. They still beat us. That's fine. I don't think they were number what, 8 at the time. I think they got up to number 6 at one point, maybe. And you know what? Florida State had exactly what Alabama had last year. It was Alabama versus Vanderbilt, and this is their Vanderbilt game. They came in, I think maybe the head's a little too high. Virginia's pretty good though. And Virginia surprised the world and beat them. That's awesome. And the next one we'll go to is, I would say, LSU. I told other people, I was like, LSU, I don't think LSU's number 4 worthy. But I mean, there's just stuff I saw that I was like, that's like a subpar 15 team. Ole Miss came in and said, look at this. Look what they can't do. And then LSU fell.
It's called exposing.
So, yeah. Auburn. Poor Auburn. They should have won last week. Man, they had a chance to beat Texas A&M this week. They really did. I thought they were going to, but they just couldn't rally back and get another touchdown and a field goal to beat them. Is what it is. They still need work.
Yeah. Now, it's sad. It's a sad world that we live in, but it's like you have to understand that these are just kids, and you have to steer them in the right direction. It's like if you don't steer them in the right direction, they're going to be in jail. They're going to be here. They're going to be there. It's like you have to hold them accountable for when they do wrong. Same thing with Tim Keenan on the team. I'm really glad, We have people in football like Tim Keenan that actually, you know, hold people accountable. And that's what all teams need to do is hold your teammate accountable for their actions. When they do something wrong, let's go to Georgia. And this was how Georgia lost the game. Okay? This was the game, like turning point of the whole game was a kid jumps on top of a pile of guys. They could have called targeting on it. They could have because it was helmet to helmet, and I'm sorry, he would have been ejected because it would have been targeting, whether he wanted to admit it or not. But, that's a problem. But, now he didn't go in there and, like, punch somebody, and, like, you'd really be sat down. But he made a mental error. Like, there's guys out there that make mental errors, but you have to hold them accountable for what they do wrong. And do you have anything else to say, Cole? Like, I'm done ranting.
Okay, make sure my watch still working.
We're at 22 minutes. It's okay.
He took up about 15 of it.
No, actually, I took about 5 minutes.
Anyways, I'm gonna go through real quick, so I don't waste anybody's time. They can get off their lives. Florida State. I told people I didn't think they were that good. I thought they had a fluke win against Alabama. They still beat us. That's fine. I don't think they were number what, 8 at the time. I think they got up to like number 6 at one point, maybe. And you know what? Florida State had exactly what Alabama had last year. It was Alabama versus Vanderbilt, and this is their Vanderbilt game. They came in, I think maybe the head's a little too high. Virginia's pretty good though. And Virginia surprised the world and beat them. That's awesome. And the next one we'll go to is, I would say, LSU. I told other people, I was like, LSU, I don't think LSU's number 4 worthy. I mean, there's just stuff I saw that I was like, that's like a subpar 15 team. Ole Miss came in and said, look at this. Look what they can't do. And then LSU fell.
It's called exposing.
So, yeah. Auburn. Poor Auburn. They should have won last week. Man, they had a chance to beat Texas A&M this week. They really did. I thought they were going to, but they just couldn't rally back and get another touchdown and a field goal to beat them. Is what it is. They still need work.
Yeah. Now their defense, man, is really good though, man.
Yeah, defense is great. I mean, you held number 9 team in the nation to 16 points. Pretty good.
But
now, Tennessee. Now this again, the games I'm really talking about. This is SEC and beating up SEC. So I mean, this is brothers fighting each other in the same house. We're not even worried about the other houses right now down the street. Maybe Big Ten, they kind of riled up too, but Tennessee, man, like they escaped right there. Didn't think they were going to get out of there. Now on to Alabama. I will give brief because he done won everything on Alabama and Georgia.
I'm sorry, guys.
Alabama showed up in the first half, just like last year. They really did. But again, second half comes in. I don't know what happened. I mean, I know Georgia's going to come back. Georgia's going to come back. I mean, I probably sat here the whole time just watching the second half.
No, this is the Jolly Green literally during the game.
Hey man, Georgia. Every time they got the ball, it's just like I kind of watch on the other side. I'm like, no, they're probably gonna go down there and score. Watch. I was like, wait, it's 3rd and 5. Watch, they're gonna run the ball and they're gonna get it. Bam, and got it. And I'm like, oh, God. But Alabama did what I thought they would do. I thought they'd come in and very closely upset Georgia.
And
they did. Right. Now then again, what he pointed out, Georgia's guy really screwed them over at the very end, took away any chance they had to get that ball back. He'll probably feel that for the rest of the year, maybe rest of the career, who knows. Oregon, Penn State, great game. Now I have been a little bit hard on Penn State because I don't think they have that strong of a schedule yet. They do play Ohio State, Indiana later on. But I thought versus Nevada, Florida International, and Villanova, I thought, But they did hang in with the number 6 team at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey man, I mean it's pretty good. And yeah, I'm glad BYU beat Colorado. I kind of am. I don't know why, but that's another one I'd like to mention.
Okay.
I think that's about it. I think I'm done.
So I actually heard something. I don't know if this is true. Before we go, so they said that Dion might come to Auburn
No. Oh God, no.
if Hugh Freeze gets fired. That's probably gonna be their next coach. I don't know.
I think
At
if Hugh
least it's a
Freeze,
rumor.
I think if Hugh Freeze goes has more losses than wins this year, yeah, he gets fired. But like if he stays like 9-4, maybe
He'll
8-5, I
stay.
think they should keep him. I mean, like you gotta let someone build a program up. Auburn's been like
Yes.
asking people to come in. They walk in the door with a dirty shoe, and they're like, "Get out!" Like, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. And here's your freaking shoe, and they throw it at him. Like, God dang! Like, can y'all let somebody like do some business in there?
That's kind of like the point I was making about Alabama too. It's like you had some people this is year 2, and they are all like, "Oh, he needs fired. You loses one game, oh, fired."
Hey, Nick Saban was in a goddamn palace, man. He's where he was. He's in a giant palace. And DeBoer, he just got to start out in that little mobile home outside now. Okay, he doesn't get to sit in the palace yet. I don't think
like
people
that
should be like
video on
putting him on the
TikTok.
palace and be like, "Why are you not good?"
Like that guy on TikTok or whatever with the bulldog.
Yes,
But do you have anything else to say?
that's it. I'm done. I don't waste no more time.
Hey, cool. Thank y'all for watching. Um, if you would, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. We have been checking them lately now, so we are listening to every single one of our fans. And I'm really glad that we got this going. And, the original Tater, AJ, would be really, really happy about what's going on with it. And I really appreciate the support for him, me, and Jolly Green. Because we all count as brothers. And that's what we do it for. All right? Y'all have a good weekend. And see y'all in the next video, guys.